You can't make this shit up, bro. This is made for Triple X TV. The stories that we're hearing about the things that Cassie has done, and we got these people out here believing that, she made this shit up. She ain't did this with nobody. I ain't seen not one of her ex-boyfriends. I ain't seen not one of the people that she dated in high school or none of that stuff come out and say that she was doing that way before she got to Diddy. So it is disturbing, bro. It's disturbing that he could brainwash her to the point whereas that she believing that she pleasing him and all his fetishes and everything by doing some shit that she's doing for him, man. It's crazy. Bro, what do you want me to say about that? That's some nasty, perverted shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, when you that high and you into that, that's the, to me, that's the demonic, bro. That's some old crazy other world shit. How high do you get that you want another man juices rubbed on you after they
Oh
didn't
Lord, not juices.
ejaculated or come on your girl? How high do you get for that shit, bro? I always say,
Hey everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is Monday, May 19th, day 6 of the Diddy trial. It's your girl, Nora Christine. We are on Nora Christine Live. We're also streaming on the New Party Network. Let's go. Today, we are resuming with Don Richards' testimony, as well as Cassie's best friend is also currently literally testifying. I'm going to give you a recap of what has happened this morning. I'm going to need everybody, if you are watching, hit the like button. Please hit the like button. This is some juicy stuff we got going on today. As you guys are coming in, I need everybody to hit the like button. If you're not subscribing, please give me a subscription. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. So today, Don Richards testified that she saw Diddy beat up then girlfriend Cassie Ventura often, including once coming at her with a skillet of eggs, knocking her to the ground. So this, everyone may know, Dawn Richard is a former singer in the Combs founded group Danity Kane. And then she was in a little side group called Dirty Money. So she was around for a few years. He came downstairs angry. This was in 2009. Where the F was his eggs? Richard recalled at Combs. The singer and the other Danity Kane members were recording in the studio of Combs' Los Angeles mansion when they witnessed the incident, in which he was screaming, belligerent, asking where his food was. The Bad Boys founder then took a skillet with eggs inside and tried to hit Ventura over the head with the pan, she recounted. Ventura managed to partially deflect the blow from the pan by balling up into a fetal position on the ground. But Combs continued his vicious beating, Richard said. He started to punch and kick her body and her head, Richard testified. Combs then put his arm around Ventura's neck and had his hand on her head and dragged her up the stairs. I was scared for her and scared to do anything, she added. That she didn't call police. I'd never seen anything like that before. The next day, Combs allegedly summoned her and the other artists back to his home, where he locked them in the recording studio and threatened them. I want to share her what she looks like currently. I'm gonna share my screen. Please hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button if you're watching. Let's get these likes in. This is her on the screen, guys. So this is what she looks like. This was her on Friday. He then said he saw was passion and what lovers in passionate relationships do. He said Ventura was okay and it'd be our best interest if we didn't say anything. Combs then told them he was trying to take them to the top industry, were menacingly saying where he was from, people go missing if they talk. Then Combs gave them flowers. She said what she understood he was threatening was death. Richard filed a sexual assault lawsuit against Combs in September, alleging he once broke into her dressing room and groped her breasts and butt. Another time, he invited her to his Miami home and welcomed her wearing nothing but his underwear. And then where she asked him to put on clothes, he then began yelling, saying, "This is my effing house," the suit claimed. Richards is now still testifying today. Okay, so that was from her testimony Friday. So giving you guys a recap of what she said. Let me tell you all what she said today. Today, uh, you know, we anticipate she's testifying that she frequently saw him hit her. Saw her getting punched in her stomach. She said she saw these beatings from 2009 to 2011. Um, Today she's back again. Um, so basically she said she once saw him punch then girlfriend Cassie and told her to shut the F up after she confronted him in a public restaurant assault. Dawn Richard testified that she once witnessed Combs punch Ventura in public at a West Hollywood restaurant in 2010 when they were then heading in the car to LA home after Ventura confronted him and was beaten again. Cassie was embarrassed and was telling Sean he shouldn't have done it in public. Richard recalled. She felt embarrassed by it. Combs grabbed Ventura in the neck, popped her in the mouth, and told her to shut the F up. Jesus. Combs usually got his drugs delivered by a dealer named One Stop to his home recording studio, and along with the drug haul, he also received Plan B birth control. So she said she saw him buy and take a slew of party drugs, including Molly, coke, ketamine, and pot. This is crazy. So now she's also been deposed today as well. Hi, Sarda. How's it going, guys? Thank you for watching. Hi, Dark Kent. Thank you for watching. Quite a few guys were on. If you guys are liking these, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Make sure you guys like this, share it to a friend. We are doing a recap. Celebrities included that he was hanging out with. Guess whose names have been dropped now, y'all? Usher and Neo, and Music Against Jimmy Iovine were at a restaurant when Diddy punched her in the face. So now we are getting celebrity names. Because my question for this was, where are the celebrities at? Like, we know he did these freak offs. We know he was into it. Where were the celebrities? And I had these same questions, guys, because it wasn't making sense to me. Where were the celebrities the whole time? Okay, guys. If you are watching this, we are streaming this against multiple networks. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Thank you guys for watching this. I greatly appreciate this. If you guys are enjoying this, please hit the like button. I'm going to need you guys to share this to like 5 friends. Like, let's get the word out. We are doing this daily at 12 or 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're a little late today, but you can expect to see us by 12 or 1 o'clock every day. So I need everybody to hit the like button. Okay. We got to get the word out that we are doing this. So now we're getting celebrity names being dropped. Jimmy Iovine, Neo, and Usher were there when she was punched in the face in West Hollywood. Dawn Richard was grilled by Combs' lawyer about why on direct exam she didn't divulge that the A-listers were at the West Hollywood restaurant where Combs allegedly gut punched Ventura. Any reason why you left those names out, she was asked. She just asked me who was there, Richard said. Why didn't you say their names? Richard said, I'm not sure. It wasn't clear from the testimony whether the trio of notables had witnessed the alleged assault. Hey, I don't blame her. I mean, unless it was directly asked, why are you giving more? Anytime you're deposed, you don't give more information. So I'm not mad at her. She answered the question when she was asked who all was there. She can't testify to who. See, that would be speculating. So Usher supposedly lived with Diddy. I don't know if y'all know this, at the age of 14. And the singer, in a 2016 interview to Howard Stern, said he had seen some things. It was pretty wild. So Neo recently drew negative attention to his relationship with Combs as the singer labeled him Diddy Jr. Diddy Jr. Tell them about the freak offs. Tell them the truth. So basically, people are saying that he is like very close to Diddy. I'm just curious, where are the names of Neil? Why wasn't anyone asked about in Cassie's testimony? I don't believe that nobody was around when this was happening. So I'm surprised that this was not being asked before. Okay. So if you guys are watching this, please hit the like button, get this out. Liz Crocken, I want to play this uh clip of her. She's saying that there's more people involved. Dark Ken said, I seen Gene pulled up retail his Diddy stores. He needs content too. Yeah, Gene Deal has been making this for over a year now. We've played his clips. I played his clip earlier today. Let me play this clip of Liz Cronkin. She's an investigative journalist. Let me show what she has to say about it.
And the Diddy's, like, what's going on? My instinct, Liz, and I'm no expert, but is that they're doing a mop-up operation. They put James Comey's daughter over it. She's apparently bombing at this trial, and they're not really like sticking. Nothing's really sticking, and they're able to like almost sanitize these charges against him and let him off, maybe with like a slap on the wrist. But what do I know, right? Why did this happen? About a year ago, the raids on Diddy started happening. Why?
So, okay. Historically, when we've seen high-profile people, celebrities fall, R. Kelly would be one example. Harvey Weinstein would be another example. A lot of people believe that they use certain people in Hollywood as sacrificial lambs to protect the bigger fish. And I strongly believe, specifically with R. Kelly, that that's what they did to him. So what R. Kelly did was horrific. He was abusing women. He was trafficking women. He was raping women. He's a monster. But he was very good friends with Jay-Z. Now, there's evidence that Jay-Z was behind his fall because Jay-Z has funded a woman that was behind the series that exposed R. Kelly, Surviving R. Kelly. He was funding that. So I do believe that some of these celebrities will throw another celebrity, including their friends, under the bus to protect themselves. Now, in terms of Diddy, I do believe that what Diddy's pals and, his co-conspirators, I do believe their intention is for him to be another sacrificial lamb, such as Harvey Weinstein and R. Kelly. With that being said, I do know that there are a lot of good guys that are working in law enforcement and are in the judicial system, in the FBI, in the NYPD, and I do believe that those two forces are at odds. I don't think that Diddy is going to be a one and done. I do not think that he's going to be a sacrificial lamb. I believe that's the intention. I don't believe that's going to be the outcome. And here's why. There's been, I think, over 70
Pause. Listen, guys, I don't know if you've been watching us from the get-go, but I have been right about a lot of things, okay? And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. If you go back and watch our old recap footage, I predicted Joe Biden was going to jump out of the election. I predicted quite a few things that have happened. And I'm going to tell you, Liz Cronkin is more knowledgeable than me. And Liz Cronkin is now predicting she doesn't believe Diddy's going down. I'm going to tell you, I don't believe Diddy is going down either, y'all. If Cassie is their star witness and she's the best they got, listen, I'm sorry. I'm feeling that Diddy might get off. And I'm gonna let her finish explaining, and I'm gonna tell you guys why I have that feeling. Diddy make R. Kelly look like a choir boy. I hear you. I do think Diddy's going to get off though. And I'm going to let her finish, but I had this feeling and I had this vision that he's going to get off. I don't know why. I don't think he's going to go down as bad as we're thinking he's going to go down. He might be guilty of like one or two things, but I have a feeling they're going to say half of it not guilty, and he might have time served. Let me finish playing this, y'all, because so many people are connected to this, and I think he's going to drop some names and some bodies. Let me play the rest of the clip, y'all.
Civil lawsuits that have been filed against Diddy. And one of the most explosive ones was filed by Lil Rod, okay? In many of these lawsuits, there has been evidence included that has implicated other high-profile celebrities in crimes. And so since there's been so much exposure, especially through these lawsuits, and in addition to that, during Diddy's criminal trial just this week alone, we've heard many names get mentioned. So I think as much as they will try to make Diddy the sacrificial lamb and try to get everyone else off the hook, I think that the public is too awake. I think, Trump's back in office. We have Cash as the head of the FBI. They are making combating child sex trafficking a priority. President Trump's team, they are going after and deporting the lower level sex traffickers, the gang members, the cartel members, the MS-13 members. And people have to understand these are the kinds of people who worked for Diddy. Diddy's ring was massive. The lower level people that are actually
But they're not
trafficking the
charging him for
children
domestic
in
violence,
rings
Dark.
such as, or I should say allegedly,
racketeering only.
rings allegedly such as Diddy's and Jeffrey Epstein's, the people that were on the
I think
ground
there's a statute
doing
of
the
limitation for
trafficking,
domestic
those
violence.
were
And
the
that's why they're going after him
MS-13
for
members,
racketeering.
you know, the cartel members. These
Listen, y'all, pause right here. Okay. I want y'all to understand the charges he has nothing to do with domestic violence. That's what I'm struggling with. And what's so crazy to me is I'm gonna play this clip, guys. So I've been watching, studying all weekend, people that are actually inside the courtroom. They said Diddy is heavily involved. He's heavily paying attention. He's very focused. Okay. He's so focused. He's passing notes to defense. He's, holding Cassie accountable. The questions that you saw were all notes passed to his attorneys. Diddy is so driving this. So I think that basically Diddy pissed off the wrong person. This is a domestic violence case at best. Also, guys, I'm sorry. For me, if this is supposed to be a criminal enterprise, who for racketeering, RICO charges, you have to have a criminal enterprise. Who are the people? Who's been connected? No one's been arrested that's a part of this enterprise. The only person that I saw and that I heard that should have charges against them for a criminal enterprise, in my opinion, is Cassie. Now, Nora, why do you say that? I say that because Cassie was the one giving the money to the escorts. Cassie was the one procuring it with him. It wasn't all Diddy. So, in my opinion, Cassie needs some charges too. If we're saying this is a criminal RICO case enterprise, Cassie should have charges too. I want to know who are the other people. Give me the names, guys. I mean, so far I hear her mother's supposed to testify. Her best friend is on the stand right now. I have not heard Diddy directly give the money. Cassie was the one doing it. And yeah, was he a monster coercing her? Probably, but I haven't heard any crime he committed other than domestic violence. I'm going to be honest with you. And this lady, she pretty much agrees with me too. She's been there. She's a investigative journalist. She's been inside. I'm gonna play this clip for you guys, and then I'll give you guys the rest of the updates for the day because her best friend is testifying right now as we speak.
Some more information that I totally did not include in my last video. And I tweeted it just because I was just brain dead earlier. So please forgive me because it's important information and I want to add context around it. So the Homeland Security, the special agent that testified, Yassine Binda, she, and I said, oh, it's so boring. We're going through pictures and, whatever else. Well, I did not include this in the video, but she did find bottles of baby oil and Astroglide in the Park Hyatt Hotel when they went to arrest him in September of 2024. They also found cash and multiple bottles, by the way, of baby oil and drugs in this Louis Vuitton med bag that he had, and a pill bottle with the name Frank Black. Yes, Frank Black. And this is important, I think, for a number of reasons. But Cassie, during her testimony, she testified, this is during direct, she testified that Diddy would often use the name Black or Frank Black as an alias when he booked hotels, or when escorts would come to a hotel, he'd say, ask for Black. So that was corroborated right there. And she also said that he kept his drugs in a Louis Vuitton med bag. So in that med bag, there were apparently drugs like MDMA. And it's weird because his lawyers had previously said when they were trying to get him out on bail that he flew to New York in anticipation of being arrested. So maybe he just didn't anticipate being arrested that day or something, and he was planning on getting rid of the baby oil or Astroglide or drugs, who knows, or cycling through. Now this is just me speculating here, but I apologize for omitting that information. And I also want to add something else about Dawn Richards' testimony from Danny Kane. So I mentioned on Twitter, there was a sidebar about her testimony because the defense is arguing that this doesn't apply to any of the charges, essentially. So they're going to talk more about it on Monday, but the judge wasn't really happy about that. And I'm trying to think if I forgot anything else. Like, look, I am sure I am forgetting something, but there's a lot of information here. Like I said, this notebook is crazy. I'm going to take.
Okay, guys. So what I wanted you to hear from that is reminding everyone who was procuring all of this. Yeah, it was Cassie. And she's literally sitting inside the courtroom every day, guys. So don't take my word from it. Take the word from it from someone that's literally in there every day. So yeah, guys, please hit the like button. Hit the like button if you guys are watching this. I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys are liking the content, hit the like button. We are also taking super chats for the new party. I'm planning on making a trip to New York, guys. I really want to try to get inside the courtroom. So any super chats, any donations, we greatly appreciate it. We are probably going to go up there for a day or two in June. So we appreciate all your support. If you guys like what you see, please hit the like button. Give us a subscription if you're not already a subscriber. We are also having paid membership. It's like $5 or $7 a month. It's not much, please. So we appreciate it. We also have merch. We're selling some shirts, our new party shirts. Mine is coming at the end of this week, so I'll start wearing it. You guys can buy you a shirt. Support our podcast because, yeah, I am trying to go up there into New York. I'm going to be trying to get inside the courtroom because I don't trust the media. The media is not telling us everything, guys. There's a lot that is being mixed. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate you. There's a lot that's being missed that the media is not telling us, guys. The media is not like like I think it was a carriage of misjustice that the judge does not allow cameras inside the courtrooms. I think this should be live streamed, in my opinion, because people are not telling the truth. There's so much misinformation. There was a story that came out that Cassie testified that Nicki Minaj told her, "Oh well, too bad, get over it, you're rich." Like, but this is the type of misinformation that's coming out. Why do I think that this is being done? Obviously, it's being done because I think once they start dropping those celebrity names, they don't want it to be out in the public. I guarantee the mainstream media is not going to report the celebrities that are attached to this. Okay, guys, I'm actually surprised that they dropped Usher's name, Jimmy Iovine, and Neo, that they were at that restaurant when she got hit by him. So I really, really think it's important to try to support small media because they're the only ones really testifying the truth. I didn't even know about half the things until I watched small content creators. So yeah, I mean, support us non-mainstream media because we're the only ones really reporting the truth on this case. And in my opinion, this is a carriage of misjustice in the sense of who are his co-conspirators. I want the celebrity names because this is we're going to talk about a criminal enterprise. We need to be talking about the enterprise of the politicians and the big names like Jay-Z that are attached to this because I want to know who's at those freak offs. I don't believe it was just those rando schmorn stars. Okay. I believe that there were celebrities at those freak offs. I want to know the names. It does sound like something Nikki said. I thought it was true. I retweeted it, but I'm like, wait a minute, this is a lie. See, but that's what I'm saying. They're trying to confuse us because they don't want us to know the big names attached. Another interesting thing, Comey's daughter is one of the prosecutors, and guess what case she was on? She was the prosecutor for Ghislaine Maxwell. Do you see what's going on here, guys? Do you see this misinformation that they're trying to swirl? I believe that this is to confuse us, guys. But luckily, we aren't going to be confused anymore because people have been awakened since Trump has won. Right now, live as we speak, though, Carrie Morgan, Cassie's ex-best friend, is testifying. She's the fifth witness to testify. If you recall, he hit her in the head, supposedly, allegedly, and he gave her a concussion. So she's testifying that her boyfriend assaulted me. And so she was talking about Diddy. She then identified Ventura's ex as Sean Combs, pointing him out in the courtroom. He's wearing a yellow sweater currently. Let me tell you more about the testimony, guys. She describes terrifying times she saw Diddy assault Cassie. She didn't move. Cassie's Ventura's ex-best friend, Carrie Morgan, told jurors about the two times she saw Sean Diddy Combs assaulting Ventura. The first time, Morgan said she saw Combs push Ventura, and she also saw him hit her while they were in the primary bedroom of the Bad Boy Records founder's LA home. She said she was standing in the hallway. Morgan then left the house with Ventura, and the pair hid out in the front step of a neighbor's house for 30 minutes. The second alleged assault happened around January 2013 when a group of friends, including Combs, Ventura, and Morgan, were all on a trip to Jamaica. The fallen music mogul got incensed when Ventura took too long in the bathroom. 2 minutes later, I heard screaming, she recalled, and it was terrifying. Morgan said she saw Combs drag Ventura 10 feet along the floor before Combs grabbed her purse in case she had to run. When she came back, Combs was outside with Ventura. I saw him push her to the ground and hit her head on a brick. She didn't move. Morgan said Ventura was lying in a fetal position and her eyes were closed. I thought she was knocked out. noting Ventura appeared to be out for 20 to 30 seconds. The two women bolted and crouched in a ditch for what felt like hours as they hid from Combs. Diddy then tried to bust open Cassie's front door with a hammer after the hotel beating. If you guys remember in 2016 at the Intercontinental Hotel, he beat her up. So she's saying the next time she saw was he bust through the front door of the home with a hammer. She said that her friend arrived with a black eye before Combs showed up 30 minutes later. He was hitting the door with a hammer to try to open it. Morgan said she was terrified when she saw Combs through the peephole using the tool to try to break in. Ventura looked numb. I was freaking out. I don't think Ventura cared if Combs came in and killed her. Wow. The scene unfolded after Combs was caught on surveillance in 2016. I told you guys about that. So then they took a break. Okay. So now let's get back. This is live currently as we speak. After the break, they just came back. She said that once in 2018, Combs came to Ventura's apartment and attacked her from behind. He choked me, she testified. So this is a friend. He even choked out the friend. When I got up, he boomeranged a hammer at my head. Morgan said Combs left finger marks on my neck and hit her behind the ear with the wooden coat hanger. She said that he was trying to figure out who Cassie was cheating on him with. I had no idea. Afterwards, she said she went to an urgent care facility and she was told she had a concussion. She was dizzy, even threw up a few times from the beating. Combs said she lawyered up and planned to sue, but she didn't end up bringing a civil suit against him because he paid her $30,000. Jeez, that's it. Ventura met with Morgan at a pizza place in Hollywood and accused her bestie of over-exaggerating. Ventura had Morgan sign a non-disclosure agreement and that the last time they ever spoke to each other. Jeez, wow. So, you guys, do you see how big this is? To me, I'm sorry, I keep saying it. Listen, Cassie wasn't an angel, y'all. Listen, tell me what y'all think in the chat. I don't think Cassie was an angel. She sat there and even told her friend, girl, you over exaggerating. Sign this NDA. Like, what? Now, was she fearful of her life? Or was she the one organizing everything? I don't know. And I'm not saying that Diddy is a prince, but again, I don't think Cassie was this innocent girl. I keep telling y'all that. Wow. This is crazy, y'all. This is big. The fact that she just testified to that, y'all, is big. So that was the last time she saw her. This is her supposed little ex-bestie testifying and saying this, okay? You guys, I want to tell you guys about a business opportunity if you're in the New York City area, okay? Right now, Diddy's team is organizing people to go stand outside the courtroom, and he gonna pay you $20 an hour to wear a free Diddy shirt. Oh, I know y'all don't believe me, so let me play this clip for y'all.
Why do you feel that way?
So these are all paid protesters. You can get $20 an hour if you wear a t-shirt.
You gotta speak up.
She just got recruited, right?
I refuse.
You said no.
No.
It wasn't worth the 20?
No, but like he told me that it's for a Diddy coin, so I'm not really sure what that is.
Oh, so they're not even giving them
Yeah, they
cash,
just
y'all.
tried to pay me $20
It's a
to
meme
wear
coin.
a free fucking shirt.
Stop. I could tell because
The lady right there, she just kept convincing me to go wear a shirt, and I'm like, I'm good.
so just $20. And if you need $20, all you have to do.
That's crazy, y'all. So yeah, I just want to show y'all that I'm not making that up, that they really are paying someone $20. I want y'all to see who this Carrie Morgan chick is. I got her picture right here. So this is Carrie Morgan, you guys. That's Cassie's ex-best friend. She's testifying. She's currently 39 years old. So yeah, y'all, I mean, it's pretty crazy that this happened. 5 witnesses have taken the stand so far. You guys may recall one of the escorts, the security from the Intercontinental Hotel, Cassie, Dawn Richards, and now her ex-best friend. Yeah, me too, Dark. If I go, I might be tempted to take that $20 for that Diddy shirt. If y'all are liking what you're seeing, please hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. I know I see a lot of y'all watching on X, so I need you guys to hit the like button. Give us a like, give us a subscription. 300 of y'all are watching on X, so I'm gonna need you guys to hit the like button. Give us a subscription. So yeah, so now she's being cross-examined right now as we speak, the ex-best friend. So basically Diddy's team is taking over. They're asking her questions. Guys, like I was telling you guys, something else I found out in my investigation for this. Diddy is like taking notes. He's handing notes over to his team. He's telling them what questions to ask. Diddy is like really, 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 really focused, guys. So, like, I mean, if you guys thought that Diddy is not focused, oh, you were wrong. He's very focused. He's very intent on what's going on. He's very, he's the one driving the show. I mean, driving the show. Um, so yeah, guys, I definitely want to know what everyone thinks. Hit the like button, hit the like button. Shouts out to everybody that's been rocking with us this whole time. This Diddy case is something else, guys. They say it's going to go for another 8 weeks. As of right now, is he guilty? Is he not guilty? I want to know what everybody thinks. Um, I want to know everyone's thoughts. Like, don't just hear it from me. My prediction, again, and I told you guys, I've been pretty right on a lot of things, guys. I don't think he's going to be guilty, at least out of everything. At least out of everything. Okay. Yeah. I have this clip of somebody that's inside the courtroom, guys. He posted his video, Inner City Press. Shouts out to them. I'm going to play his clip, let you guys see it. He gets to go inside. Hopefully, I'll be able to go inside next month.
Okay, here we are. Matthew Russell, the Inner City Press, in the Southern District of New York courthouse. We're halfway through day 6 of U.S. versus Sean Combs. On the stand in the morning, Dawn Richard, previously of Danity Kane and Diddy Dirty Money. She testified, as she had on Friday, about witnessing violence against Cassie Ventura, etc. Then on cross, they switched it up. They brought in their new lawyer from Georgia, the 9th member of the dream team for Sean Combs, Nicole Westmoreland, straight off the YSL trial down in Atlanta. And I have to say, she went hard at Dawn Richard. She questioned her about her 3500 material, interviews that she'd done with the government in which she hadn't said that she saw the alleged assault, that she had various inconsistencies. I mean, it's very hard to tell the same story exactly the same way, but she really highlighted for the jury some inconsistencies in the various tales. But Dawn Richard, to her credit, said like things she remembered more the more she thought about it. There were also questions about her civil suit, and that she had a monetary message. Next witness, and still on the stand as when we go in after the break, Carrie Morgan, the best, quote unquote, best friend of Cassie Ventura, although she hasn't spoken to her since 2018 when Sean Combs assaulted Carrie Morgan. She ran through various violent incidents, including one in Jamaica, in which she said Cassie Ventura had been dragged by the hair, and Carrie Morgan, and Sean Combs both got on golf carts and went in different directions looking for her. There's going to be some cross. I think it's going to be done by Agnifilo. We'll see how it goes. Some are saying that maybe Westmoreland should have done the cross of Cassie. It's not without just saying in terms of how it was done. It was done in quite an aggressive way, and we'll just have to see. Now, in last week, Inner City Press, we filed an application saying that there's far too much not going into the docket. Every morning, the lawyers argue and talk about what they put in overnight to the judge, and none of it's in the docket. So we filed it. Nothing was said until today. Judge Sermadian said, we have an application from the press that everything should be docketed, everything that you've done so far, redacted as necessary, and file it next Tuesday. What, in 8 days? And thereafter,
that's
once
ridiculous,
a week.
guys. See, that's what I'm talking about, guys.
I don't think that's how it's supposed to go. I guess the idea is it's delayed
here
so that they can redact things. But I haven't seen such a delay on docketing. So we'll just have to see. We might have to file again. But for now, we have to go back in. We've put.
So yeah, guys, this guy is pretty legit. The Inner City Press. Hi, Kelly. So, Dark, you said that it seems open and shut. What would your vote be, Dark? Let me know in the chat what your vote would be. Guys, we'll be taking phone calls today. I'm not going to take phone calls. We'll be taking phone calls tomorrow. I'm not going to take phone calls today. Gray will be back with me tomorrow. So pretty much, guys, let's take a look at this. Look at this, guys. This is images of her face. These were the selfies that was presented to the presented last week, you know, the when she got punched in the face. This is Cassie's lip and how swollen it was. So it got leaked to the press. So this is how busted her lip was, okay, guys? As I find things getting released to the press, I'll let you know. So what we anticipate for the remainder of the week. What we anticipate for the remainder of the week, I'm hearing that people that I'm hearing not going to be testifying is Audrey O'Day, Don Richards' ex-partner from Danity Kane. She has not been subpoenaed. She will not be testifying. Also, Albie Shore has not been subpoenaed, so he will not be testifying, even though he's running around saying as if he is. And from my understanding and research and watching things, anyone testifying is supposed to be tight-lipped. So if they were testifying, they're not allowed to be able to speak to the press. I heard Cassie's mother will be taking the stand this week, though. So I'm curious to hear what she said. Dark, I agree with you. Diddy is not guilty of a RICO charge. I agree with you. Domestic violence, yes. Assault, yes. RICO charges, no, I have not heard it, guys. I haven't heard it. Prostitution, maybe if they had that charge, but they don't even have those charges on him, guys. That's what I keep telling you guys why I don't think that I think this is a BS smear campaign case. I don't like Diddy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's an innocent, but get him on stuff that you can actually charge him for, which is DV and prostitution. But I believe statute of limitations has ran on both. Hence why they went with RICO. Anyways, guys, we're going to wrap this up today. I'm going to be back here tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching on X, you can come back to X. If you're watching, and also, if you're watching on X, give your girl a follow. Head on over to YouTube, type in Nora Christine Live, and give me a follow. Give me a follow, please. I'll be back here tonight at 9 p.m. I will be talking about Diddy's relationship history. Who are all the women he dated? What were the fallouts? What are they saying about him as a partner? Seems to be that something J-Lo and Cassie both said is he wasn't giving them enough affection and attention, and that he was great at being a provider, giving them money and gifts. But as far as attention and requesting, he was not good. Human sex trafficking and racketeering are the charges. Exactly. And that's why I don't think he should be. I haven't heard it yet, Kelly. I'm going to be honest with you. From what I heard from Cassie, she procured the escorts. She paid the escorts. But you know, something that I heard that the media wasn't making clear, but from other people that have been inside the courtroom, is she said she was paid to work for him. So is she the person that was mex trafficked? I guess so. But I mean, can the mex trafficked person then procure other people? I don't know how the law works. I'm not a lawyer, but I have not heard other than domestic violence and grape, and alleged grape, but then she saw him after. So I don't know. They suppose they're going to have some expert on the stand to talk about her mental state. Yeah, she needs to be charged. And I said that. She needs to be charged. She absolutely needs to be charged. Yes, she does need to be charged. RICO, racketeering, influence, and corrupt organizations. Yeah. Yeah. But who were the people that were in these organizations? I haven't heard anyone else charged with him. That's what I'm confused on. I guess the one guy that they picked up with schmugs on him, he's the one that's probably part of his enterprise. I don't know if y'all remember that. He was picked up at the Miami airport and he had a bag of schmugs on him. They also, when they arrested Diddy back in September, he had a little Louis Vuitton bags of schmugs. So yeah, guys, I want to know your thoughts. Please hit the like button. I'll be back here tonight. I'll be talking about Diddy's relationship history. I'm going to talk about his relationship with Cassie, his relationship with J-Lo. Also, Gina, we're going to break down. Gina did an interview with this one God, I can't think of the blogger's name, but they're a big blogger. And I'm going to get clips from the interview because supposedly she talked about being abused. That's what I heard from another blogger. I got to go check it out and do my own research, but I'll have that for you guys by tonight. I'll also be talking about his relationship with the last big name person he had, which was the chick from the rap girl. Can't think of her name right now, guys. I'll be talking about her too. His last girlfriend, she was really young. She's about my age. She's a lot younger than him, even younger than Cassie. So I'll be talking about his relationship with her. So yeah, guys, come back tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not already giving me a follow, please go check me out, Nora Christine Live. Give me a follow there. Please hit the like button. And guys, I'll see you guys later tonight, 9 p.m. God bless and have a